18 days ago, the United States government switched off the most powerful AI ever released to the public. This week, they switched it back on. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Anthropic traded to get Fable 5 back. Because buried in that deal is one condition that quietly changes who controls AI. Let's break it down. Chapter 1. The Blackout. Quick recap if you missed part 1. June 9th. Anthropic ships. Claude Fable 5. The most capable model ever released. 3 days later, a letter from the Commerce Department places it under export controls, the legal regime built for missiles and advanced chips. By 1 a.m., Fable 5 and Mythos 5 are dark. Every customer. Worldwide, the damage was immediate. Anthropic's own CFO warned the company could lose up to $5 billion in sales. More than 100 enterprise customers reported, quote, deep fear, confusion, and doubt. And overseas, open-weight models from Cohere, Moonshot, and Jipu became the instant second source. For 18 days, the most valuable AI product on Earth simply didn't exist. Then, quietly, something started moving in Washington. Chapter 2. The Thaw. The first crack came on June 26th. Mythos 5, the restricted cybersecurity model, was quietly restored for about 100 American companies and federal agencies, a test balloon. And behind the scenes, the negotiation wasn't led by CEO Dario Amodei. It was co-founder Tom Brown who sat across from the government, while Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick's department spent 2 weeks reviewing the models with Anthropic, line by line. 4 days later, the deal was done. But before Washington would flip the switch, Anthropic had to fix the thing that started this entire crisis. And their fix is genuinely clever. Chapter 3. The Fix. Remember the trigger. Researchers at Amazon jailbroke Fable into finding software flaws and writing exploit code. Anthropic's answer is a new classifier, a watchdog AI that sits in front of the model. It blocks that specific technique in over 99% of attempts. And when it fires, your request doesn't fail. It gets quietly rerouted to the older, safer Opus 4.8. Elegant. But there's a cost. False alarms. Normal coding and debugging requests now sometimes trip that same alarm. And here's the uncomfortable footnote. Anthropic says similar jailbreaks still work on rival models today. The classifier was the easy part. The real price was the deal itself. Chapter 4. The Deal. To get Fable back, Anthropic signed 3 standing commitments. 1. Proactively hunt for security problems in its own models. 2. Report any malicious use it detects directly to the US government. And 3, this is the big one, coordinate with Washington on protocols and standards for releases of Mythos, Fable, and future models. Read that again. A private company just agreed to run its future frontier launches past the government. That is the condition that changes who controls AI. It's not a law. Congress never voted, but the precedent now exists, and OpenAI is already following it, releasing GPT 5.6 to a small circle of partners under similar controls. So on July 1st, Fable came back, but not exactly the way it left. Chapter 5. The Comeback. July 1st, Fable 5 returns worldwide. Claude.ai, Claude Code, the API, with the big cloud platforms right behind. But read the fine print. Through July 7th, subscribers only get Fable for up to half of their weekly usage limits. After that, it bills through usage credits, at $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output, roughly double the price of Opus 4.8. And the market, it shrugged off the crisis completely. Anthropic's $965 billion IPO is still on track for October. 18 days of government ban may have been the best marketing campaign in AI history. So here's what actually changed. The model came back. The precedent stayed. The government proved the kill switch works, and Anthropic proved it's survivable, if you're willing to hand Washington a seat at the launch table. Every frontier model from now on, from any lab, ships knowing both of those things. The Blackout lasted 18 days. The rules it wrote are permanent. And that is the real story of the Return of Fable. If you want part 3 when that IPO lands in October, the valuation, the lockups, the fallout, subscribe. Next up, how a classifier actually catches a jailbreak explained on paper.